Hey, Cameron Smith for Gear. I'm here on location in Austin, Texas. We got a killing show for you. I've even got a self-tuning Gibson guitar that you got to check out. We're rocking this time on Gear.
That's right. We'll kick off this edition checking out the Generation Next versions of the classic Studio Les Paul down in the live music capital of the world, Austin, Texas, with local musician Gregg White. Then, I hop on the X-Skate Altered Electric Skateboard, the standard in electric longboarding. And finally, I travel to D.C. to get the land luge experience of a lifetime from icon and inventor Bob Swartz, where he'll show off his jet-powered luging creation out on the track. So throw on some leathers and keep your elbows up, because we're burning up the asphalt in this episode of Gear. I'm Cameron Smith, and for as long as I can remember, I've always had a wild fascination for toys. From the outdoors and indoors, to the high-tech and horsepower, I just can't seem to grow up. I'm all about the latest and greatest, and trust me, I'll search the globe for the world's best gear.
Well, I'm about 3 hours south of Dallas on I-35, just entering the Austin city limits. And I've got my coffee going. It's an early morning, but I'm down for the road trip. Now, I'm headed to Gibson Guitars because they've got some sick new gear that I want to check out, so should be a lot of fun. Well, we're here on location at the epicenter of all things Texas music here in Austin, Texas, and we're inside Gibson's private artist entertainment showroom. Joining me is Gregg White, a local guitar player from town.
Hello, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Gregg is going to test drive a piece of gear that I'm really digging. It's Gibson's HD6X Les Paul Digi guitar.
Gibson started pioneering stereo guitars in the 50s with the ES345 and have always been interested in the latest possibilities in tone for guitars. But this is something completely different. It really takes it into the digital age. It's the first all-digital guitar in terms of having all the strings output digitally separately. So you can get all sorts of interesting sonic capabilities live and in the studio. So this one's designed to let you separate out the strings to do either all 6 into different amplifiers or group them in 3s or 2s. Really, you only have the hex pickup as a little piece behind the bridge. The rest of this is a regular killer Les Paul. So inside the guitar, you've got a whole bunch of converters that are making this completely digital. It's an analog guitar as well, so you can run it out of here with just a regular Les Paul analog output. So you can drive an amp, it's going to be the real thing. And then over here you have a digital output that will allow you to send it out to this breakout box for the 6 amps we've got behind us. It also has a headphone out so you can practice silently, and you have a separate volume for that as well. So
Check
if you're
that
just traveling
out.
around. So on the amps behind me here, we have the option to dial in a couple of effects, and that creates some of the luscious tones. So
Do you want me to?
Mind, Cameron, you
Here.
can dial
Hey,
in.
look at me, I'm teching already. This costs extra normally, Gregg.
Yeah, it does.
All right, we got effects in there now. So what do we have there?
So right now, this being the middle amp, it's one of our middle strings, the G here. So this is the one that's got the effect. A little bit of echo.
Kind of the Dire Straits vibe.
Right, and as we go around, you'll hear each string is coming out of a different amplifier. So a real surround effect there.
Wow.
So as you play through this one, it'll give you all sorts of interesting tones here. With single note runs especially, you can get the effect pretty pronounced. Got so many options for how you can get tones out of this one, and the textures that you can create with 6 different amplifiers are just huge. It's like having 6 guitars in one.
Well, that is so cool.
Well, this is the Gibson Robot guitar, and this is the working man's Les Paul, really. It's got all these extra features that are just going to make it easier to play. you don't really need to step off stage, pull out a tuner, or have a guitar tech off to the side. You have the option just to get up there, plug it in, and it's going to be in tune and ready to go. You don't have to think about it again, which is every guitar player's dream, I know.
Now, this guitar is altogether different. This is the Gibson robot guitar, right, Greg?
That's right. Named the robot for its robot tuners. They're mechanical, and they actually sense the pitch of the string, and then also a control system for tuning down here. So you can get 6 different alternate tunings actually physically being changed by these motorized tuners.
Sick. Now, this guitar tunes itself. Is it in tune now?
No, actually, for the
Go
sake
ahead.
of demoing
This is
here-
probably one of the chords that I would play.
Yeah, here we go. We're just slightly out.
That's definitely one of my chords.
Yeah, very jazzy chord there. But if you want to tune it real quick up to A440, just pull up on this knob, and it will actually allow you to select a regular tuning.
Wow,
You can
check
see.
it out. The robotics on that. That is insane. Do you know how much time and energy that would save, like a hacker like me?
It re-engages. You can hear it just very quietly, and then you press down to get the full output again.
Now it's A440.
Exactly, perfectly in tune Les Paul.
Go ahead and do an open tuning, like maybe a G or something.
But yeah, so if you wanted to take it to a different tuning, just pull up on this, and you can select one of the 6 here,
There's
right
G.
over there, and then tap the top to engage that one. These all flash red, and as you tune, they'll go green. When the entire guitar's in tune, it flashes blue 3 times.
Like if you're hanging out in your bedroom and you want to play along to the Stones, if you want to play Honky Tonk Women, well, it's an open G that Keith Richards was playing, so you could actually go ahead and
Yeah, you
give
can
us
get
a little
the very
Keith Richards vibe.
here.
I'll tell you what, let me try this. Sure. Of course, open G is so easy, you can, it's like a 1-finger chord, right? There's G. This is as good as I get, by the way. That is so amazing. Now, if I want to go ahead and go back to A440, Greg, what do I do?
Just pull straight up on that knob.
Just pull out on that.
That's right, and then start strumming the strings. The
Start
tuners will do
strumming.
the rest.
Now, I don't know, check that out. Those tuners are spinning right now, and when that puppy is in tune,
Yeah, just keep strumming, and they'll keep turning.
And then once it's back into A440, you've got a little cheat light on the back of the neck there. And there's A440.
That's it.
How
Just
cool
perfectly in
is
tune.
that? Word has it that Jimmy Page is on the road with this thing with Zeppelin.
That's right,
So
for the new tour.
if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. If you're looking for really cool gear of the robotic nature, well, Gibson's got it.
When gear returns, I head to our nation's capital to hook up with Bob Swartz and the Blue Smoke Racing Team. This innovator of all things street luge has come up with the ultimate speed junkie's dream, a jet-powered luge. You don't want to miss this.
That's all coming up next.
That's all right, Cameron. I got this one. It's all coming up next here on Gear.